Domestic news updates on top accolade news. The headlines. President TINUBU pledges support for peace and development in OGONILAND. Nigeria's public debt hits 142.3 trillion naira. Minister blames inflation for telecom price hike. Federal Ministry alert public on ANTHRAX outbreak in ZAMFARA state. In politics, President TINUBU pledges support for peace and development in OGONILAND. President Bola TINUBU has assured the leaders of OGONILAND that his administration will prioritize peace, justice, and sustainable development in the region. During a meeting at the State House in Abuja, President TINUBU urged the Ogoni people to set aside historical grievances and collaborate for a better future. He emphasized the importance of mutual trust and inclusivity, directing the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu to lead negotiations aimed at resolving the region's challenges. TINUBU also commended the Ogoni delegation for embracing dialogue and pledged support for the resumption of oil production in OGONILAND. Governor Similaye Fubara of Rivers State expressed gratitude for the president's support, stressing the commitment to move forward with consultation and resuming oil operations. Shifting focus to economy, Nigeria's public debt hits 142.3 trillion naira. Nigeria's total public debt reached 142.3 trillion naira by September 30, 2024, marking a 5.97% increase from June 2024, with exchange rate fluctuations significantly affecting external debt. External debt in naira terms surged by 9.22%, largely due to the naira's depreciation, while domestic debt rose by 3.10%. Despite a slight decline in the external debt in dollar terms, domestic debt saw increases in federal government bonds, which now account for nearly 79% of total domestic debt. Economic experts are raising concern over Nigeria's debt sustainability, especially with rising interest payments and growing burden of foreign-dominated debts. Still in economy, Minister blames inflation for telecom price hike. The Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, has attributed the recent 50% increase in telecommunications prices to inflation and rising operational costs. Speaking during the 2025 budget defense session, Tijani explained that the price hikes align with broader economic trends where rising tariff and imported goods costs push consumer prices up. He also outlined the federal government's plan to invest 6 billion naira in deploying 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables to expand Nigeria's communication infrastructure. This initiative, aimed at increasing the country's capacity from 35,000 to 125,000 kilometers, is expected to drive growth in the critical communication sector. Moving to health, federal government alert public on anthrax outbreak in ZAMFARA state. The Federal Ministry in Livestock Development has issued a public alert regarding a confirmed anthrax outbreak on a farm in ZAMFARA state. Anthrax can affect animals and humans with symptoms including fever, coughing, vomiting, diarrhea, and swelling. The ministry has called for heightened vigilance, urging livestock farmers to implement preventive measures such as risk assessment and vaccinations. They also emphasize the importance of immediate action to contain the spread, particularly in neighboring states. The public is advised to report unusual illnesses in animals or humans and follow all safety guidelines issued by health authorities. You are watching the domestic news updates on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In security, AMOTEKUN to combine African science and modern weapons to fight against banditry. The commandant of the AMOTEKUN Corps in Osun State, Mr. Adekule Omoyele, has reiterated the Corps' commitment to using a combination of African science and modern weaponry in tackling banditry. Speaking in Osogbo, Omoyele explained that the founders of AMOTEKUN intentionally incorporated African science as a tool to combat crime, acknowledging the spiritual tactics often used by criminals. While emphasizing the use for this spiritual approach, Omoyele called for approval to equip AMOTEKUN personnel with sophisticated weapons to match those wielded by criminals. He also outlined plans for the recruitment of 1,000 new officers and the enhancement of logistics alongside a world-class emergency center to monitor crime across the state. Still in security, foreign nationals arrested for cybercrime in Rivers State. The Nigeria Immigration Service has arrested 90 foreign nationals, including 85 Cameroonians and 5 Chadians, for allegedly engaging in cybercrime in Rivers State. The arrests, made in collaboration with other security agencies, followed an intelligence operation that led officers to the suspect's hideouts. Among those detained were 4 Nigerians also arrested for allegedly aiding the criminals. The suspect entered Nigeria illegally and lacked proper travel documentation. NIS Controller General has ordered a thorough investigation into the case as the agency intensifies its efforts to tackle cybercrime and illegal immigration. Moving to entertainment, BURNA Boy reacts to Speed Darlington's release from KUJE prison. Grammy-winning singer BURNA Boy has responded to the release of controversial colleague Speed Darlington, who was recently freed from KUJE prison after being granted bail. Darlington, who was arrested for accusing BURNA Boy of an immoral relationship with American music executive Diddy, was released following a court order. BURNA Boy took to Instagram to warn Darlington, saying any further misbehavior will result in him being sent back to prison with no mercy this time around. Now in sports, OKOCHA denies criticizing NFF. Former Super Eagles captain Austin OKOCHA has urged the Nigerian media to stop spreading false information about him, following a story claiming he criticized the Nigerian Football Federation over the appointment of the new Super Eagles coach. OKOCHA denied granting any interview on the matter and clarified that while he may share similar opinions on issues, any statement from him should come directly from him. He also addressed rumors about calling for the sack of the NFF board, stating that while he is open about his views, he prefers addressing concerns privately with relevant football figures before going public. OKOCHA appealed to the media to refrain from misquoting him and to reach out to him directly for his opinions. That concludes our domestic news updates for today. Stay tuned for more domestic news and developments. Thanks for joining us. I am OKOCHA. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.